Man, this anime was so freaking sweet that I swear to God, I think I got diabetes from it. The Black Critic Guy here with the final anime review for January, and that review is on the anime 1 Week Friends. Now, the anime 1 Week Friends follows high schooler Haseyuki, who tries to befriend one of his classmates named Fujimiya Kaori, a girl whose memories get reset every Monday due to an accident that happened to her in the past. And because of this ailment, she is extremely reluctant to become friends with Hase. But each and every week, Hase persists and works to become closer and closer friends with Fujimiya. Now, honestly, I don't recall how I stumbled upon this anime. I believe one of my subscribers recommended this anime to me like a couple of weeks ago, and then I looked it up and I said, wow, that's actually a pretty interesting concept. And just like how last week I reviewed an anime that was basically V for Vendetta, the anime version, now this time I get to review 50 First Dates, the anime version. Not only that, but I also looked up the animation studio behind this anime, Brainsbase, and they have a rather short yet diverse list of animes that they have been involved in. I was surprised at which animes that they have worked on. They have worked on such animes as Bakino, Durarara, Spice and Wolf Season 2, Defrag, and Princess Jellyfish. So I'm guessing we're going to be hearing about this animation studio again real soon. So with an interesting concept and a solid animation studio behind them, this anime was shaping up to be a very promising and enjoyable rom-com. And I'm happy to say that this anime most definitely delivers in that area. The animation by Brainsbase does not disappoint in this anime. It is really good and very serene. It's just a lovely looking anime. The soft and bright color palette used in the anime, in the same vein as Horror Masuko, gives off this very gentle and welcoming feel, like they are just inviting you into the world of 1 Week Friends. And it matches the tone of the anime perfectly. And the music is just as lovely and serene as the anime that it accompanies. And now for the voice acting in the anime. Sadly, at this point, this anime is only available in Japanese subs. There is no dub for this anime just yet because it just came out last year, but give it some time. I'm sure Funimation will pick it up. But the voice acting in this anime is very solid. I felt like everyone gave a really solid and genuine performance besides one person. There's one person whose voice work I'm going to talk about in more detail later on. The story in this anime is, without a doubt, one of the sweetest and most innocent love stories I've seen in an anime in quite some time. I fell in love with it right off the bat. I just ate it all up. I just found it so cute and adorable and charming. I could not stop smiling at some of the situations and conversations that they would have. Like, from the first minute that I saw this anime, I was already rooting for these two to come together and build a strong bond. Oh man, it's so freaking sweet. But truly, the anime's best quality is its characters, many of which are extremely likable, relatable, and fully developed. Starting off with our main character, Haseyuki. Now, I won't deny that Hase is basically your standard male lead that we have seen in many rom-com animes before. The average nice guy with the big heart and he's chasing after the girl. We've seen this cliche done a million times over, but it's done effectively. And honestly, what's wrong with having our main character being an average nice guy? I mean, most guys are like that, which makes him extremely relatable. But not only did I find his kind-hearted personality relatable, but I also related to the constant self-doubt that he had throughout the entire anime on himself, other people, or situations that he would end up in. And I also really admired his persistence to become Fujimiya's friend. I mean, it took a lot of guts to do what he did. I mean, to befriend somebody whose memories gets reset every week, so you would have to constantly try to become friends with them over and over again. I mean, I respect that guy. I mean, most guys would have considered it a lost cause after like 2 weeks. This guy put up with it for a whole year. Mad respects to you. And speaking of Fujimiya, this girl is freaking cute as hell with a personality to match. And as much as Hase works really hard to help Fujimiya each week, becoming closer and closer friends with her in the process, not to undermine any of his hard work or anything, but Fujimiya works twice as hard. Because think about it, this girl loses all of her memories of the past week every Monday and has to rekindle a friendship with a random stranger that she doesn't really know because she doesn't remember anything that they did in the past week. So it takes a lot of guts for this girl to really approach him and to kind of build a bond that she doesn't really feel is there. I really admired that about this character, and you really get to see her come into her own as the anime progresses, which is just awesome to see. And I guess this goes without saying at this point, but I still want to mention it. Hase and Fujimiya's relationship is so freaking adorable. They fit perfectly together, and I rooted for their relationship from the start. I wanted them to build a strong bond, and they totally did. Their bond was well fleshed out and irresistibly likable. You just fall in love with these two. And the last character that left an impression in the anime was Hase's best friend, Shogo. He was really good and probably one of the best supporting male characters in a rom-com I've seen in an anime in a while. He has a very pessimistic personality that might turn some people off, but it's very well balanced in the fact that he's always reliable and an overall good friend to Hase, helping him constantly and always being straightforward and honest with him at all times. He's a straight up bro to Hase. He would point out all of Hase's shortcomings when he's being indecisive, and he would tell him to man up. I mean, that is a true friend right there. But with the good comes the bad. And this anime does have a few problems with it. The first problem with this anime, and I noticed this immediately, was that although the animation is solid and serene, the character designs, similar to Nichijou, were completely generic, with almost every character looking exactly the same. There was very little variation in the facial structures for each of the characters. The only thing that really separated the characters was either their hair color or their hairstyle. Other than that, if you were to take that off, all the characters look the same. The next problem with this anime is with this character, Saki. She just comes off as a really pointless character, lacking any interesting qualities to help her really stand out in the anime, and she doesn't really add anything really new to the anime or even help out in the anime story. If you were to take her out of the anime would not be affected, or hell, replace her with a far more interesting character. This character is just not interesting. Anything that she does in the anime just comes off as really bland and generic. And not only is the character really bland and generic, but her voice actress, she put no effort in her performance. It really felt like she was just reading lines. Like she would sit there and be like, "Oh, that was really cool. Ha ha ha. I got an A on my test. Yippee. I'm so happy. Can't you tell that I'm happy with this voice of mine? Ha 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 ha." There was no weight, emotion, or even emphasis in her performance. It's deadpan in the worst way possible. And to be honest, I have no idea who's at fault. Is it the voice actress for giving the half-assed performance, or the poor direction of her voice director? Who knows? And to add insult to injury, nearing the end of the anime, there's this really pointless melodrama side story that deals with her, and it makes you go, why the fuck should I care about this melodrama happening right in front of me? The character was bland and uninteresting to begin with, so why the hell would I care about the melodrama that she's in? Spoiler alert, you don't. And the last and without a doubt the biggest problem with this anime was its ending. Not only was the ending really lackluster, but it was just extremely disappointing. I mean, all of this buildup to the final freaking moment and no payoff. No payoff whatsoever. The anime ends exactly how it began. No closure. No closure at all. With the relationship, with everything. It's nothing. It's just disappointing as hell. All of this time we were just watching this relationship bloom and then it ends like that? What the fuck, guys? Just seriously, what the fuck? What the fuck? It really bogged the anime down. Like, it was up there. It was gonna be like a high grade, and then the ending happened, and I was like, so that's the ending? That's it? Wow, guys, wow, man, I can't believe this. This is how you're gonna end it? Yo, fuck it. Not only that, and you could take this as a personal issue that I had with the ending, but I wasn't a huge fan of the melodrama that happened in the last 3 episodes. In my opinion, I felt like it just didn't make sense. It felt really forced, and it went against everything that the main character stood for. Like, it was just unbelievable that the main character would act this way in the final episodes. After being a certain way in the last 9 episodes, he's gonna all of a sudden be like this. It just kind of seemed really out of character for him, and it just didn't fit his character at all. The more I think about this anime's ending, the more infuriated and disappointed I get. I need to stop talking about the ending because it's just gonna get even worse. So let's go to the overall grade. Overall, guys, besides that incredibly lackluster and disappointing ending, One Week Friends still has a lot of great elements to offer and still remains one of the sweetest love stories in an anime that I've seen in quite some time, and I really enjoyed watching the anime, and it's because of the strength of that love story that I'm gonna give this anime a 4 out of 5 stars. I still think that it is definitely worth watching, especially if you're a huge fan of romantic comedies like myself. Just be prepared for that really disappointing ending and you'll be fine. And if you would like to see an anime very similar to One Week Friends, I would definitely recommend checking out F, A Tale of Memories, which also has a story of a guy falling in love with a girl with short-term memory, which was really cute to see as well. But anyway, what did you guys think of this anime if you've seen it? Did you really enjoy it? Did you get a kick out of it? Did the ending not bother you that much? Or did you find it really boring and dull and unoriginal and you didn't like the ending at all? And please, let me know what you guys thought about the ending to One Week Friends, because I am still disappointed that I didn't get any closure with that story. I'm just so pissed off. So comment below and let me know your thoughts about it, and also let me know what is the sweetest love story in an anime that you have seen. The closest thing I can think of is the love story between Keiichi and Belldandy. That was just uber sweetness. I loved it. Comment below and let me know, and stay tuned this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the first live chat of 2015, guys. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for all the other videos coming your way as well. And until these videos come, guys, if you would like to be a part of the Black Critic crew and not miss out on a single awesome video, please hit that subscribe button below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Tony Watley II, as always, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube. Wow.